Hey Gemini, it's me here, Krystal Clear. I've got a message for you from Spirit for the month of November 2024. I'm going to start by pulling 2 cards for the energy of the month. One as we enter the month of November and one as you leave the month of November, Gemini. So coming into the month, we've got rooted. May you never fear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. How beautiful, Gemini, to be so grounded at the beginning of the month and as you exit the month. We've got the cauldron, bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. To be so grounded, to really feel your roots, to feel family, to feel supported, to feel secure. And that foundation is how the month of November starts for you, Gemini. And as you leave the month with the cauldron, it's like, it feels like when you're making like a stew or a soup in the cauldron, and the cauldron is the vessel that allows for this momentum to build. So you being rooted and grounded, and even taking care of your physical wellness and your physical grounding, making sure that you're eating the right foods and having enough sleep and all of the goodness that comes with taking care of like the cauldron of us, the physical vessel. I do feel that as you do that, there's some really great opportunities that come in towards the end of the month. It feels like people related, so the right people at the right time come in towards the end of the month. It can be romantic. I do feel for some of you, first and foremost, it's romantic connections that come in because you've done such good work, like really learning who you are, knowing what you want from a partner, knowing what you give to a partnership. And you've been doing it from a really grounded place and expanding your social circles and all of that. Like you've become the cauldron for this magic to brew. And I feel like by the end of the month, that connection comes in, that there is partnership that comes in. It can also be networking for those of you that find this relates to work. There's some really good, close partnerships, some resources for networking that comes in. But there is connection with people for sure. And it is expanding this month. And the reason why is because you've done such good work, really listening to yourself and finding yourself. All right, so let's pull 4 tarot cards and see how the month goes. We've got Page of Swords, beautiful card for Gemini for sure. That's that, just authentic and enthusiastic way of communicating. Ace of Wands, there's that new opportunity coming in, new connections and new agreements with people. Community card, love the 3 of Cups. Time to receive, 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so Gemini, this is beautiful confirmation about this cauldron just wants to be heard and seen. Just wait till the end of the month, Gemini. The end of November is going to bring some connection in that is so celebrated. It was the most perfect timing for this connection to either come into your life or to come back into your life. Like it is time, Spirit says. And you've been doing so much work, figuring out your journey, figuring out your part in it, how you identify. This feels a lot on love. I apologize. If you are looking more for finance and career, this would be applied to like you finding the job that is in complete alignment with your expression of yourself. Like they really honor who you are. Because this partnership that I'm seeing, it's long overdue. It's like it was known all along, like waiting for the right person, waiting for the right timing, and it's finally here. And the intensity, the momentum, the bubbling up in that cauldron, it almost feels like it was felt first or acknowledged first, especially with the Ace of Wands. This is like energy recognition. So maybe here at the beginning of the month, because you've worked so much on being grounded and you know what that looks and feels like, when there's a shift in energy that comes in, Gemini, you're recognizing it this month. And you're like, wait a minute, something feels different today. And then you notice something happens and something does change the trajectory. Something happens to change the trajectory. That's what's going on like mid-November. You feel that energy shift and change. And by the end of the month, that opportunity feels to be here. There's much celebration to be had. But you have done such a good work laying down that foundation, especially there at the beginning of the month, being rooted in your energy and being rooted in your physical body and balancing that is everything. And you've really been doing a good job with that. Continue to remember your hygiene practices, both like your spiritual practices, to make sure that you are clearing and grounding and shielding your energy, as well as whatever physical practices you have. Like when you take a shower, maybe include a meditative shower. I'd be happy to help you or coach you on your spiritual awakening part of your journey if you'd like. You can visit our website, doitdivine.com. But for now, let's get some advice from Spirit. Believe in the impossible. It's the blue moon. Like, there it is. That's right with this time for celebration in Six of Pentacles. Believe in the impossible. It like comes out of nowhere. And the blue moon is, something that doesn't happen so often, or maybe it's been a specific amount of time or a long amount of time since you're like, will this relationship ever reconcile? Or will it ever come to be? Or will I ever get out of this situation that I'm in? Or this job? Will I ever be able to shift? It's like maybe you have felt that this change isn't ever going to happen. But what you did was you found that Ace of Wands and that Page of Swords. You found your peace. You found your higher perspective. You looked at every opportunity in an empowered way. And that is what helped you root your energy so that you come into this Three of Cups, Six of Pentacles season where you're like, yeah, I knew this was coming. I knew it was only a matter of time. Like, I'm so glad it's here. It's almost like a little anticlimactic because you've worked so hard to be at peace and acceptance with how things have been going, that when this hope and this belief that you've had, this connection to come in for so long, this shift to happen for so long, and it's finally here, you're like, oh, this is what that feels like. And it's not a bad thing. It's just like you've been tending to the cauldron. You've been watching the momentum build. You almost have an expectation, but have worked so hard at releasing and accepting that it's this just beautiful paradox of November for you, Gemini. So I hope that this helps. I'm wishing you all the best blessings. If we vibe, please subscribe. Take care.